Dateline January 21st, 2029. President AOC fulfilled a campaign promise on her first day in office by unpaving the Rose Garden and demolishing the Donald Trump Memorial Ballroom. Film at 11. The latest Hate America demonstration drew 7 million paid protesters to rail against Mr. President Trump's very popular war on America. The whole thing was AI from China. It was very terroristical, like Portland. But the organizers may end up paying for their fun thanks to a plagiarism lawsuit from Mark Zuckerberg over one of their slogans. Responding to the fairly large, extremely Marxist protest, the president crapped all over the marchers, but only in video this time. HuffPo asked Caroline Levitt who decided that Trump would meet Putin in Hungary. She replied with a wry, sophisticated jest. Comedy lives. Who needs Colbert? The impending invasion of American football by soccer hooligan and terrorist Mr. Sir Badass Bunny is evidence of the need to make the U.S. an English-only, real football-only nation. Of course, we'll keep Puerto Rico. Otherwise, Spain will take it back and try to arrest Netanyahu there. Speaking of, the UK government has recognized Palestine, but not Palestine action. So basically, talk is good, action is Marxist. Or trans, I forget. In response to, or perhaps causing, its increasing isolation, Israel has killed about 100 Palestinians in Gaza during the current ceasefire. Ceasefire, a diplomatic term meaning, watch what I say, not what I do. President Crackpot continues his crackdown on people who crack up at his expense, approving media mergers that will cancel more television comedians. He's actually all in for free expression, except when they make a good story bad, which he thinks is probably illegal. Lenny Bruce much? Ukrainian children are receiving the benefits of being kidnapped by Russia, re-education in Russian culture and language. They also have the opportunity to train to militarily fight their own country. This largest kidnapping since World War II is the clearest instance of a need to defend freedom and borders and culture and people since the formation of NATO. But no one will do it. There are some who are able to rationalize the imperialism of Moscow, but I'm not that talented. The admin, with help from the totally apolitical Supreme Court, is looking to ban racial considerations from redistricting decisions, freeing them up to be used for immigration. But Trumpists ain't just looking for racist Europeans to come to America. He's looking for neo-Nazis, or for short, Nazis. Alternative for Deutschland. JD's favorite Boy Scouts. Boss man wants immigrants who will eventually vote for his party, which is named, shall we say, taking our cue from their own bullying lingo, the Republic Party. Such voters would be true Americans, Christian, like Trump. "28,000 racist, sexist, fascist chat messages on a private Young Republic network have been dismissed by Vance as typical of a college group chat. Veep Creep explained patiently that people bothered by it should grow up. The whole kerfuff is obviously cheap knockoff discount fascism ginned up by Antifa. But as they say, if you're not Antifa, you're fa. But the party has now disbanded the group, saying that language like that has no place in the party, except at the top. Elise Stefanik called Politico's coverage of GOP Chatgate a hit piece, targeting the Republican Party just because they're reprehensible. Trump's tantrum tariffs on China have provoked tat-for-tit from China, causing that rising dominatrix to shift its soybean source from the U.S. to South America. The shift is breaking Brazil's soy moratorium, which will further de-rainforest the country, further deoxygenating the planet. But what does China use the soy for? Livestock feed. Nothing against cows, but their mass cultivation destroys the Earth's climate as much as jet planes, gas guzzlers, and data farms. Save our home, anyone? In other War on the Earth news, President Who Needs a Planet has followed up his termination of wind farms in New England with canceling a vast solar project in Nevada. It would have powered 2 million homes, but most of them were Democrat homes. Actually, all solar power is Democrat. And also Antifa. Our MAGA overlords are ending funding for contraception for low-income women. By the way, it's not true that contraception causes autism. It's caused by circumcision. Employees at DHS's Office of Population Affairs were informed of their layoffs in emails sent just after their email accounts had been locked. If that's hard to follow, picture putting on a condom right after you've had sex. And eager to defeat the criminal anti-American insurgency of DEI, the EPA canceled funds to protect the Native Alaskan community of Kipnuk from flooding. The town promptly flooded. This raises the question, were the residents receiving federal aid just because they're natives? How reverse racist. So deeply Soros. Precipitating the so far 30 floods in the town is the thawing of the permafrost. Obviously a gambit by Antifa to blame oil companies for global hoaxing.